Dolenz came a long way from bell-bottom teen idol drummer to polo-playing lord of the manor, the former Monkee lived an aristocratic European lifestyle for 10 years. Home was, are you ready for this? A 25-room mansion in the heart of England's green and pleasant land. Many titled British bluebuds would wish to live in such palatial country comfort.
It's a Georgian house. I think it has 17 bedrooms, but we only use 7. We shut off the rest. It's what they call a big country house in the Midlands. It's not a large piece of property. It's only about 7 or 8 acres, mostly of it in formal gardens. And I have stables and grass tennis court, and it's a lovely place. It's gorgeous.
The quiet life of the landed gentry made his days of teeny-bopper frenzy seem a long way off. If you think Mickey's manor is spiffy outside, witness the splendor within. So just how did his lordship spend his time?
Well, if I'm not riding or training polo ponies or something like that, I usually spend a lot of time in the billiard room, which I've made kind of my office too. And I'll read or work on a script or play snooker or listen to music or something like that.
Fate brought him to England. He shrewdly spun monkey business into big business by stepping out of the spotlight and going behind the cameras.
On the Monkees, I started directing and decided that's kind of what I wanted to do. I got my big break in England. I went over to do a play, actually, as an actor, and brought my reel, my directing reel, found an agent. She got me a job at the BBC, and I just stayed. I was very lucky. It's fortunate I married an English girl so I could work over there. I mean, I didn't marry her so I could work over there. I married her so I could work over there. I don't know why they do this, but it looks good.
Now, fate has brought him back stateside. His open sesame to becoming a busy Hollywood director was Aladdin and his magic lamp. Disney asked him to be their vision behind the big screen movie extravaganza, starring Barry Bostwick, Richard Kiley, and Donna McKegney. His return to the fast lane had one unexpected reward. Mickey saw firsthand how a very special person had gone from pigtails to stardom. Oldest daughter Amy had followed in her famous dad's footsteps to become a successful television actress.
I think it's fantastic, and the fact that she's done it without any of my help. I was in England when she decided she wanted to be an actress. She's done it entirely on her own bat, and I think that's really good and very important for her. She'll always know that she did it on her own. I'm hoping she gives me a job.
For his 2 youngest daughters, the transition from the British cool of cricket to the American punch of polo wasn't without the odd hiccup.
They pick up some of the American inflections, but their habits and behavior is still English, as it were. They like some things about California, but right now they're all complaining about wanting to go back to England, which we don't have any intention of doing in the near future. They're happy wherever we are.
As soon as he'd gotten back used to driving on the other side of the road, Mickey sought out a polo club. A dedicated weekend warrior, he's back in the saddle demonstrating a well-practiced equestrian elan.
I've been riding since I was a kid out here in California, where I grew up. And I didn't really start riding properly until I got to England, where they do ride properly. Polo and I really get along real well, because I used to play a lot of tennis when I was young. I still have legs. But when your legs start going, then you start looking for other sports. So I use somebody else's legs. Well, they say polo is about half as dangerous as war and a lot more fun. It's hard to see. It's a game where you really don't get a sense of it until you do it. When you hear polo players sitting around in bars drinking beer, they're not talking about the ball or their hitting or the mallet or their spurs or their boots or any of their equipment or any of the other players so much as they're talking about the ponies. That's the whole game, is the ponies. And a great polo player has become great for a number of reasons, but one of the main reasons is his ability to pick and train and ride the horses. But it is flat out, you know, I mean, if you've ever been galloping on a horse, imagine having somebody gallop up next to you and try to knock you off the horse. At the same time, you're trying to hit a little ball with a long mallet. It's a lot of fun.
For easy rider Micky Dolenz, the same direction that took him on an overseas adventure has now zoomed him back home.